Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahak Wadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to you Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity, all honesty. And to you few Aqua, that's in obedience to your husbands and doing what's required of the gospel. Back at you with another lesson through the Spirit. Letting you so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics know that you are the true Hebrew Israelites. This is what I'm here for, especially just the elect, prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom and the dwindling of this society, all right, through the Spirit. Back at you with another lesson, hoping that it's edifying to the elect, all right. Came across an article, which is really groundbreaking. It's a lot of youngins are dying young, cardiac arrest young. And this right here is an article of cancer. All right, cancer diagnosis rates are going up in younger adults. Certain kinds of cancer are being diagnosed more often in younger adults in the U.S. A new study shows, and the increases seems to be driven by cancers in women and adults in their 30s. So they specifically said women, all right? Women are getting hit with all types of different plagues, as you would say, all right? In a government-funded study of 17 National Cancer Institute registries, in the journal JAMA Network Open looked at more than 500,000 cases of early onset cancer or cancer diagnosed in patients under age 50 between 2010 and 2019. The studies found that overall early onset cancer increased over that decade by an average of 0.28% each year. A change seemed to be driven by rates of cancer in younger women, oh Lord, which went up an average of 0.67% each year. At the same time, rates decreased in men by 0.37% each year, all right? So in the women, it's increasing. The women are getting cancer by the boatload. And that cancer could be from the makeup that they wear. The cancer could be from the foods, the unhealthy and abominable foods that they eat. Those hair care stuff, the Bath and Body Works full of chemicals, and so forth, etc. I can go a whole 40 list of things that women use that causes them cancer. And ultimately it's the Lord's judgment. All right. There were 34,233 early onset cancer cases in women in 2010 and 35,721 in 2019. Increase of 4.35%. The studies say amongst men, cases fell, all right, 4.91% from 21,000 to 21,818 in 2010 to 20,747 in 2019. All right. The rate of cancer diagnosis increased in adults in their 30s over the decade, but remained stable in other under 50 age groups. The study found at the same time the rate of cancer in adults 50 and older is going down. Look at that. So the older people, cancer is going down, but in the youngins, cancer is going up. When the researchers looked at cancer trends for younger adults by race, they found that early onset cancer were going up faster among people who identify as American Indian, you so-called Native Americans, which are the Israelites, and Alaska Natives, all right? Asians and Hispanics. Hispanics are the Israelites. And Alaska Natives, those are most likely Israelites as well. They're out there too. All right, and we're scattered. We're in Asia too, but this is big here. This is a pestilence. This is the Lord's judgment. On average, the growth rates of early onset cancer remain stable in white people and decreased in black people between 2010 and 2019. Cancer with the highest number of early onset cases diagnosed in 2019 were breast. And that's a lot of women, all right? A lot of women get the breast cancer. And a lot of that stuff comes from the chemicals that they put, your deodorant with aluminum and stuff like that, man. You know, a lot of that stuff, our women are getting that stuff. And it doesn't help nothing when they get these surgeries to boost up the look and the like of their breast and buttocks. All right, thyroid and 5,869, and that's in a lot of women. Colorectal cancers, 4,097. I don't know what that is. I gotta look that up. Let me see. Then I'm gonna go back to the article. Okay, that's cancer in the colon cancer. Colon, that's in the intestines. Your intestines have cancer. And that goes for what you eat, with things that people are eating. All right. That's what colorectal cancer is. I didn't know what that was. All right. The biggest increase in early onset cases were in cancer of the appendix, which went up 252%. Cancers of the bile duct, which went up 142%. And uterine cancer, which increased 76%. All right. Incidence rate of early onset cancer of the gastrointestinal tract grew the fastest from 2010 to 2019, increasing nearly 15%. Previous research has shown a rise in cancer of the digestive system, all right, particularly colorectal cancer, among adults younger than 55 since the 1990s. These increases are not confined to the U.S., studies say. A review of cancer registry records in 44 countries published last year found that the incidence of early onset cancer is rising rapidly for 14 types of cancers, many of which affect the digestive system. Abominable foods that people have been eating, parasites, and all that stuff is causing these cancers. All right. And that's what's going on, is digestive. The digestive health of many people is fucked up. All right. Well, let's go to these precepts. Because back in the day, man, we had our elders, our grandma. I remember my great-grandmother. She had a garden. We ate things out the garden. Okra. You got your cabbage, mustard greens, all that good stuff, man. But there's a lot of processed food eating in this society, which makes our people weaker, makes the generation weaker. And our woman, she's the one that implements cooking the healthy food so we can be strong and become better. And our women are not cooking shit healthy. Our women are feeding the kids pasteurized foods. What is that shit? Diabetic prone foods. You warm it up in the microwave and it's instant, ready, kids eating it, go to bed. All types of weird ass shit, man. And then fast food, eating out, All right. Let's see. 2nd Esdras chapter 14, verse 17. And I'm just going to show this Our people are getting weak. This is a weak world where people are dying early. People are believing everything early. Their minds are wicked. They don't know to take better care of themselves. It's weak-minded. All right. All right. Second Esdras chapter 14, verse 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And it's a lot of evil eating, dietary. It's wicked, man. All this wicked ass eating, man. And our people, and it, like I said, it was digestive. People are being very violent to their bodies, man. Meat. Which is prone cancer. The foods that you get, I forget what it's called, man. Those foods, you fast food, and then the food you get from the freezer section where it comes in a box, and you got 6 of them in there, and you like Hot Pockets and all types of shit that's not good for the body, man. It's not really good for the body. There's no fruits or no vegetables or nothing homemade for real that can benefit your body, man. And everything's going weak. Nobody's eating from the nature. Nobody's eating from the ground. People don't even like eating healthy food. You got people that don't even drink water. All right. So even just drinking water could change your digestive. But that's the world we live in today. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 21, verse 6. And I will smite the inhabitants of this. Let me see. And hold on, let me go to 5. And I myself will fight against you with an outstretched hand. Okay. Let's go to 5. Jeremiah 21 and 5. And I myself will fight against you with an outstretched hand and with a strong arm, even in anger and in fury and in great wrath. And I will smite the inhabitants of this city, both man and beast. They shall die of a great pestilence. All right. Our people are dying of many different pestilence. All right. Especially the woman. All right. These women are dying of many different pestilences. And this cancer, the breast cancer, and all that stuff is happening, specifically for judgment. All right. All right. Let's go to Psalms 78. 50. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to the pestilence. All right. So, the Lord works in a way of he's just, he's going to give you a slow and painful death, painful death where an infection, a pestilence is eating you up from the inside. All right. Weakening you. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul for death, but gave their life over to the pestilence. All right. That's what he's doing. Giving them a slow cooking death. Oh my God, that's got to be excruciating. Let's go to Exodus chapter 9, verse 15. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. All right, let's go Exodus 9 and 15. We'll do the blue letter, just in case people don't understand what pestilence is. Look at that blue letter. What that blue letter? Okay, pestilence, plague, cattle disease. All right, it's a plague, disease, which is what that is. All right, that's what cancer is. It's a form of a plague. All right, for now I will stretch out my hand, that I will smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth. All right. That's why we need to be watching what we eat, even though the food is defiled. We need to be watching what we eat, man, because working out, and make sure you're taking care of that digestive health. I always say, man, everything out of sight, it's not even in your mind. So you're not looking at your heart. You're not looking at your intestines every day. You know what I'm saying? So keep those in mind and take care of it, as best you can. Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. All right. So, we're eating, our food is defiled here. That's why we must pray before we eat. Of course, watch what you eat. Try your best to grow your own vegetables as best you can. Any brothers doing that, man, reach out to them and get some fresh produce. Get used to eating good produce, man, as best you can. Clean your produce before you eat it with baking soda and vinegar and water. Let it soak and clean it, and then eat your good vegetables, man, good salads and stuff like that, man. Even though our food is defiled, we must pray, but we must take care of our digestive system and start off by drinking a lot of water, spring water, all right? Because we should, even youngins 17 and younger, they're getting cardiac arrest and all that stuff, and we know where that's coming from, but it's just time to, get right with the Lord first, and then start eating healthy. Work out. A nice little jog will let you get your bowel movements together. Certain things. The fiber helps you poop. And get that stuff up out of you, man. Get that yuck stuff up out of you and get parasite cleanse, all that good stuff. But with that being said, I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Wadash. Hope this is edifying to the elect. Shalom.